Hey guys, Jay here, welcome to EonsOfBattle, and today I'm going to show you how to create a crucified heretic. It could also be a space marine carrying in the bones of a venerated hero into battle. Here are the materials I'll be using. You can find a list of materials in the description below. I'm going to be building this kit using a Primera Space Marine. You could also do this with a Legacy Marine. To get started, I cut out the legs and body of the Marine. Then, to make my heretic, I used the Warlords of Erewhon Skeleton Warriors, cutting myself out a nice skeleton warrior. To make this, you're going to want to make sure that you cut the long arms, not the arms holding weapons or the arms that are using bows. I then cleaned all the parts and I assembled the Space Marine. Once he was assembled, I superglued him down to the base. This doesn't have to be permanent, but it's going to help you when you position the banner. Next, you need an arm to hold up the crucified heretic, and I am using this pointing arm from the Space Marine Primaris set. Next, it's time to make the pole. I'm using some 1.5mm aluminum. I cut the long piece to exactly 2¼ inches. Then, I cut the cross piece at 1¼ inches. After that, I cleaned up my cuts on a nail file. After that, I marked the middle with a Sharpie. And on the long piece, I made a mark 1/4 inch down from the top. I then cut in a groove, and because aluminum is so soft, I was able to do this pretty easily with some hobby files. If you guys are enjoying the video and you have ideas for videos you'd like to see us do in the future, please leave them in the comments below. Then I joined the long section and the cross section together with some superglue. Next, to attach the skeleton, I carved a little divot in his back so that he would sit nicely on the pole. Then I attached the skeleton torso to the pole using some superglue. Then I attached the arms to the torso and I used some plastic glue so I had a little bit more time to pose them. After that, I attached the skeleton's head, also using plastic glue. Now comes the tricky part, reposing these tiny skeleton legs. First, I used some nippers to cut off the peg that attaches the legs to the feet. After that, I very carefully made a slice to the knee of the straight leg, which is going to allow me to add a bend. Then, to keep the leg bent, I added in a small sliver of sprue using some plastic glue. Next, to make a stand for the model's feet to go on, I took a length of sprue and I drilled a hole the same diameter as the aluminum pole. Once I had my hole, I rounded one side of the sprue with a nail file. Then I cut the other end of the sprue on an angle. Next, I took some plastic card and I made a small square for the feet to stand on. If you like our stuff, stay tuned for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then I glued the square to the stand with some plastic glue. Then I used a hobby knife to carefully cut out the feet of the skeleton. And then I glued them to the stand using some plastic glue. Now I have all my components and it's time to attach them together. I attached the legs to the torso, and then I slid on the stand and the feet. I attached the feet to the legs with some plastic glue, and then I also used a drop of superglue to keep the stand where I wanted it. Now the Space Marine needs to be able to hold this, so I clipped off his pointing hand. Then I needed a hand that could hold onto the heretic, and for that I'm using the Space Marine biker hand. You could also use a hand holding a grenade. And then I attached the hand with some plastic glue. Now the model is just about finished, I attached the heretic to the Space Marine. The only thing left to do is to finish the model using parts from the kit, and there are some great left-hand options in the Primera Space Marine kit to use. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, thanks for watching.